This is Ryan Abraham, Dan Weber, USCFootball.com. Instant analysis from day one of USC Spring Football 2015. Dan, a little chilly out here, but seemed like a pretty good practice to start off.
Yeah, Sark was all, fired up. They're so far ahead of where they were last year at practice, day one, that they just basically had done very little winter work and just tried to get through it. This year, they are just light years ahead of where they were last year. And I give them credit. Coach Conley's only been here, 3 weeks or so, the new offensive line coach, and he looks like he's, been here forever. He's adjusted really quickly.
We got to talk to him a little bit. What were your first impressions getting to talk with him? You asked the first couple questions.
He's a very enthusiastic guy. He's got a little bit of the Toyota coach, who does the Toyota commercials. Got a little bit of him in there. He kind of got, I think his Washington State experience, he got to know Sark there. Was at Arizona State, at UCLA. I think he's also, I think, kind of a, Johnny Nansen played at Washington State when he was coaching there, and that was kind of the connection, evidently. But he is an enthusiastic guy, and he really, he'll talk to these kids. And, for the fourth line coach in 4 years, maybe you really do want somebody who has the ability to just kind of, get through to the kids and as a real communicator. And he does come across as a real communicator.
There's some news, I guess you could say, from practice. We got to see a lot of Bryce Dixon in the winter. Looked really good, was not at practice, and we asked Sark about it.
Yeah, a student conduct issue is all that I could get out of that. Did you hear any more than that?
No, that's all he said. He was very short about it.
Yeah, that was it. So it doesn't sound like, anything terribly serious, but you never know. You hate to hear. Bryce did a terrific job in winter throwing every day we saw him. He was, he's 240 still, but he doesn't look it. He looks thinner and leaner, and he was saying, God, I'm so much stronger and I'm faster and I'm, really. So it's kind of a disappointment that he's not here, and we'll see if we find out any more, about it. But that's probably the only negative of today.
The helmets and jerseys today, so no pads or anything. We got to see Antoine Woods, Greg Townsend, Chad Wheeler. They were kind of doing rehab stuff. Anthony Sarayo, he missed it with some kind of foot injury, but it looked like for the most part people were in there practicing.
Yeah, and Jabari Ruffin would be the other one in that group. But then I think the big guy that jumped out is Lamar Dawson. Just had a great day. I think Sark was like, whoa, okay, we haven't seen this guy. And he almost ended practice with a pick and is moving around. He told me last week, he said, I'm 100% really, no kidding. Yeah. He wasn't kidding. And he looks like, wow, that was a real, if any one thing was the best thing that happened today, maybe Lamar Dawson.
And one last thing, just got to talk to Cody Kessler quite a bit. First day of spring for him. What do you think how he did and what he said?
He just seems like a kid that's been here 5 years now, and he's seen it all. He's been through the, 2011 when they were, hyped up and what happened. Then he went through his year where is he going to start or isn't he going to start, all that stuff. So he said, kind of been through it all now, and he's got a new group of guys, that are calling him up, texting him to throw, Juju and Jenna and Isaac Whitney and Stephen Mitchell and that. So he's got a whole new kind of group to work with. So he's looking at it from a different place, but he just seems, naturally comfortable. He said, I've seen it all.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up. Day one, USC football spring practice. For Dan Weber, this is Ryan Abraham. Check out USCFootball.com for more.